Hi there, welcome to Steam Next Fest and hanging at Inti HQ. I am Andrew Singleton, assistant producer on Grim Guardians Demon Purge. I hope everyone has gotten a chance to play the demo or gotten a good look at the game on Steam. Today we are going to play a little bit and talk about our newest action game, Grim Guardians. Now, if you don't know Inti Creates, we're a publisher or a developer out of Japan in Chiba. We have a long history, about 28 years at this point, of high quality action games. You might know some of them like Azure Striker Gunvolt or Galgun series. We also worked on Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1 and 2, the retro action versions of those. But our newest game, Grim Guardians Demon Purge, is a bit different than the usual. We usually have, if you think about the Azure Striker Gunvolt series of sci-fi kind of action games, but this time we're going a little darker. And we have a new trailer to show. So I want to get everyone up to speed, take a look at our new gameplay showcase trailer. So let's get right to it. We show the trailer.
A demon's castle looms.
Time for some demon hunting.
Two heirs of the Kamizono Demon Hunters take on its challenge.
Leave it to me. Okay. Maya, got it. Leave me first. Maya, got it.
Shinobu, Kamizono the Elder. She excels in long-range combat with her trusty submachine gun. Maya, Kamizono the Younger. Her fierce origami slices through foes up close and personal. With an arsenal of anti-demon weaponry, they expose the castle's secrets. Their bond will eradicate even the strongest demons.
No dodging then. You got free. Hold on, Coon. Here to me, Maya. Together. Let's go.
Can the castle's victims be saved?
Thanks so much. Thank you. Go hide somewhere safe. Thank you.
Only Shinobu and Maya can solve the mystery.
Let's do this.
When a demon's castle darkens the land, two sisters challenge its halls. Grim Guardians Demon Purge. Available February 23rd, 2023. Together, they can break the curse. Inti Creates.
All right, how about that trailer? Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. You can see all the options you'll have throughout the game and get to listen to the music and everything there. So Grim Guardians, as you can see, you control two different characters. We've got Shinobu and Maya. They're demon hunting sisters who had their school turned into a demonic castle after returning from a mission. So you can see they play pretty differently. You have Shinobu, who's long range, and Maya, who's close range. We'll talk a little bit more about them in a moment. But if you're not familiar with Inti Creates games, you can see they're 2D, sprite-based, lots of action. This time it's a little bit more bloody than normal. We have our main characters, Shinobu, who's the kind of the strong-willed, klutzy type as you were, but she's got a submachine gun capable of killing enemies from pretty far away. She has to watch your ammo though. You have start with 100 bullets. You can reload at any time. You know, if you're like me, you tend to reload constantly when you're out of danger, but if you're not careful, you can get caught out having to reload. Because she has an arsenal of other weapons as well that work from long range. But at any time during the gameplay, you can switch to her sister Maya, and Maya is more of an up-close and personal fighter. She has enchanted origami, so she has a variety of different weapons to use. We'll wait for Maya to show up there, but she's a bit more of a up-close and personal. So she has, you can see there, her axe that she uses in midair. She has a 3-hit melee combo that slices through enemies, and one of her special features is that she has the ability to slice through enemy shields. So they might be blocking Shinobu's bullets from afar, but if you switch to Maya, you can take them out from close range. And on top of that, there are several features throughout the game you'll be using. Like I mentioned, the character change feature is a very crucial part of the gameplay, since you'll have, you know, two characters who are very different. They have a very different arsenal as well. You can switch to them at any time, as long as you're on the ground. If you're familiar with, I think, our previous Bloodstained games, you could switch them in midair constantly, but you know, they take a little bit more time this time, but it still freezes time for you to do what you need to do. And you know, they'll both have different traversal options throughout the castle. You'll access new secret areas depending on their abilities that you unlock. Speaking of which, those sub-weapons are very important. You see Shinobu has the throwing knives. Straight off the bat, you'll have those. They're very useful for getting those enemies on the ceiling. There's not really any other way you can do it there. So Maya's not going to be able to reach up there, and Shinobu can't shoot upwards, so you've got to watch your weapon points and use those. But Maya, on the other hand, she has her origami weapons, like the umbrella there you see. It's quite a bit of different traversal options she'll have. So they have a very different setup each, and each time you defeat a boss, you'll unlock some new ones. We'll take a look at those in the demo. Speaking of which, though, like those two characters, if you have local co-op, someone available, an extra controller, you know, you can jump in at any time and play 2-player. And there'll be a few different things you can do there in 2-player. You can jump on each other's heads. You know, if one person is a bit weaker at platforming, you can help each other out. Like one person can transform and follow the other person invincibly. And we have lots of different features for accessibility and things like that. But I think that's enough talking. I think we want to show off some gameplay here. So the Steam Next Fest demo, which I know some people might not have access to a computer to play it, but that's what I'm here for. I'm going to play it here and we can talk through it. And don't worry, the game will be out pretty soon, so even if you can't play the demo today or this week during the Steam Next Fest, it won't be long until the game comes out on the 23rd. So I want to just jump right into it. And feel free to ask questions. It's just me here in the booth today, so I might be a little slow responding, but I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. We've got YouTube and Steam, so if anybody wants to ask something, I'll try to get to it. じゃあ、ゲームプレイにお願いします。Yeah, right here, just the exact same demo that everyone else has available on Steam, but I want to try to show off a little bit. You have all the save slots available, just like in the final game. So the first thing you have here is you have your difficulty selection. Now there actually will be 3 difficulties once you make your way through the game. But you know, for starters, we'll give you the casual, which is more like a modern style, and then Veteran has a little bit more retro feel, where you get knocked back on the hits and have a little bit less health. Let's go with Veteran, I think, today. But just keep in mind, like if it looks a little too hard, if you don't like getting knocked off of cliffs by enemies and falling into pits, then you might want to stick to casual. Of course, we have an extensive story with cutscenes available. One thing you might notice is that I've got it set to English, the refined voice setting. There won't be any voices during the cutscenes. I thought we might, something more focused on the gameplay for that. But if you switch to the pure voice settings, you'll get the original Japanese voiceover for all these cutscenes. So yeah, and I see people, I'm sure, very curious about if it's level-based or more open-ended. So it's kind of probably some more in between, I would say. Like you have free reign to explore as you will, and there's lots of things to pick up and backtrack and get. But there are, there'll be bosses in different sections, and kind of you'll want to go through those in order, I believe. So many people are seeing some fan favorite characters from some of our other games. So I think we're looking forward to getting the full story when the game comes out. I do love this intro. Our demon hunters return to school, and a sudden change occurs. But they're, of course, ready to go with their demon hunting clothes right underneath their school uniforms. You always got to be prepared. So yeah, and if you think about more of level-based games, sort of like the Curse of the Moon series, like you would have, say, the sub-weapons or temporary items you would pick up, but in this we've gone a little bit further, and you'll unlock the sub-weapons and you'll have access to all of them, all the ones you have unlocked at any time, as long as you have the weapon points to use them. We'll be showing off a little bit of that.
Time for some demon hunting.
Yeah, so let's get down to it. So you start off right here as Shinobu, the elder of the Kamizono sisters.
Get in there!
She is equipped with a anti-demon submachine gun. You can pretty much fire it full auto. You got 100 bullets. You see up there in the top left underneath her portrait.
No escape!
You can pretty much go off on it. It's, you can see the range on them. Pretty much a length the full length of the screen. You gotta reload when they're empty. It's pretty powerful, and you'll see certain parts of that. Shinobu will be able to take out enemies and without any chance of them getting to her if you're smart about it. But it's a little weaker. You see the amount of time it takes to take down even these kind of weaker enemies. She's also got her sub-weapon. You'll see here the dagger, the throwing knives. Take 2 little points. It's pretty decent. You can throw up there, get that. Isn't exactly positive, but showing it off. But if you don't want to use those, you can switch over here to Maya. She's got her short-range weapons, swords, axes. Got a pretty powerful 3-hit combo there. And one of her special features is that she can actually crawl along the ground, which is very important for traversing certain areas. And one thing you'll notice right away here, against these shielded enemies, the bullets will not go through that. So, best course of action, switch to Maya. She can cut right through that. That's kind of your basic overview. It's not a whole lot complicated, but you'll be surprised at how deep it can get with some of these situations. Yeah, if anybody's got any questions, I'm just gonna play through here. Oh yeah, there's holy water in the bullets. That's probably about right. It's specifically an anti-demon submachine gun. It's the full name of that weapon. So it's got to be something.
What's the spot?
If you're curious about why Maya's suddenly glowing red after there, see that meter underneath the 2 of them has filled up. You get unlock a special super-powered final attack that you can use once you have that filled up. You can waste it right here so I don't get hit there. That's fine. Yeah, just one button. As long as you hit something with that bullet, you'll get the satisfying superpower attack. So you can see here we have a blocked off passage. We need a special sub weapon to get to. So you need to do a bit of backtracking sometimes to get these secret areas. That's not one I have yet, unfortunately.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I think depending on your playstyle, you might want to have Shinobu as your kind of default, or have Maya. You can stand right here. You get lots of range out of enemies, so prepared for whatever attack they might have.
No escape! No escape!
Little score items. Here's a part where Maya comes in handy, where she can crawl through these passages and skip the enemies jumping out of windows. Cut right.
It's the spot.
Yeah, it's nice. You can tell the little lanterns there either have weapon pickups or health just by looking at them. You can see they have the weapons here to show off Maya's sub-weapon. She has these paper Shikigami that will protect you from enemy bullets and do a bit of damage as well. It's so satisfying the way that Maya slices enemies in half. Real bloody mess. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the English dub of the voices. We tried to put together a special option here for fans who wanted to hear the English voices. Hopefully without changing the experience too much. Shikigami are very useful here to beat those enemies with long-range attacks. Probably use Shinobu here, huh?
Shinobu, leave it to me.
Maya seems OP. Yeah, no, I definitely tend to use Maya a lot, but if you rely on her and you're not super careful, you can see her health bar there is pretty low compared to Shinobu's.
Shinobu, leave it to me.
She can get taken out pretty easily, and then you're going to be pretty sad because you have to go back to where she died and pick her up as Shinobu only. And some enemies are going to make that pretty tough.
Reloading, your turn. Got it.
Let's see if I can slice this. There I do love the...
My turn.
Okay. Any future content? Well, that's something we're still considering, I think. Definitely have more to announce in the future, hopefully, if that becomes the case.
Your turn.
But nothing announced right now, so hopefully when the game comes out, you can enjoy it to the fullest. And if there is anything else, hopefully it'll just be something that'll add a little value to your game. Another little secret passage there for Maya only. It's something she can just always do, which is nice. Little lizard guys. Oh, get in here, huh? Gotta be careful.
Shinobu, leave it to me.
So yeah, there is an English dub.
Leave it to me.
It's the refined voice mode, as we call it. Will just be these gameplay voices. So hopefully, if you're for players who want to be able to understand what the characters are saying as you play, and because you'll have things like, if you saw in the new trailer, there are students out in the world for you to rescue, and you can hear them calling out to you. Having that in English is definitely something we wanted to do, to make sure people can understand, what people are saying when they're asking for your help. That's not nice. Shoot him in the feet. I hope people enjoy it in English, and if you want to switch it back to Japanese, you're more than welcome to. We'll always have to have these options available for everyone. Don't want to have to, don't want to decide for people what they want to, how they want to experience the game.
Squirrel, leave it to me. No escape. Your turn. Aye, sir.
Yeah, because you see there are secret passages you might be able to discover. If anything looks a little suspicious, attack a wall. It's always a good plan in these types of games. Yeah, note about these little enemies, like Shinobu really cannot handle them. So if you lose Maya in a place like this, without some special sub-weapons, I don't think Shinobu has much chance in getting those little spider guys.
Shinobu, okay. No dodging this.
Yeah, making good use of each character's
Leave it to me.
strong points and avoiding their weak points, like Maya's low health. That guy's mean, because if you're playing on veteran like I am, he'll knock you back into that hole and you're going to be very sad. I want that health, but... God, I'm glad people are excited to hear the English voices. Definitely something we wanted to do for fans, and for any new fans as well. Fans of existing characters can have something to enjoy, as well as anybody looking for an English experience. This guy's pretty mean. But I got that. Oh, I get no. I went too slow. That thing takes forever. You gotta be very careful how to time that. Good damage output.
Reflect it all.
A little scared.
My turn.
Yeah, you really can't take much damage with Maya. Got so much health. That was a little hairy. Switch off of Maya for a little bit. Save that for Shinobu can't handle those little guys. This is mean. Right, like, I can bait him. No. Alright, some health.
What's the spot?
I think there'll be lots of nice surprises for Inti Creates fans as well as new fans alike. Got a boss here.
Leave it to me. No dodging this. No escape.
So is it, I'd say it's more like, it's definitely somewhere in between a classic and a modern style game. Personally.
Leave it to me. Anti-demon machine gun. Reload it. Your turn.
No. Just barely. But I kind of want to show this off a little bit. So when you lose a character, in single player mode especially, you'll respawn as the other sister. You'll be set back a little bit, but thankfully she's still there, so you can actually rescue her and get your other character back. Right, she's her head's in the game, laying face down on the floor. So now that I think you notice the kind of air control on the jumps, definitely one of the more modern style touches. I gotta bring her back here. So there we go. So once you do the sister rescue, you'll get her back. And even the boss has not recovered fully, so that's nice. You don't have to start from zero. I can do the ultimate attack here. Looks like the style the 8-bit Bloodstain games. Oh, we did make those games as well. There was a bit of that DNA for sure. Curse of the Moon series. Yeah, there we go. And the fancy finish. So another feature you might be familiar with from those Curse of the Moon games is these final desperation attacks that the bosses will do. So he got Maya there. Rescue her. There we go. Yeah, they'll do like a little final attack after their health bar is gone, so you gotta watch out for that. See if you can figure out how to defeat those. Good to look at it. I think in the trailer there was a preview of that one. So yeah, it'll earn you some extra lives as well if you can do it. So we got a little interlude, story interlude, but you know, it's there for fans who want it. I think anybody else who's interested, you know, hopefully it won't be too much trouble to go through the story. But personally, I think the story's a lot of fun, so I hope people enjoy that when it gets the full release in just a couple weeks. So we gotta climb this castle. But yeah, you'll see, like, you know, you can even go back here after you defeated the boss. So yeah, there's a bit of exploration. Like, if you want to make your way back, there was that locked door or locked pillar, I guess it was, that we encountered there. Still don't have the ability to open that one, but you know, when you get back, get that special ability, you'll be able to go back and check it out. Mysterious pillar here. So you can even a little fast travel to places you've beaten. A little classic stage transition.
Time for some demon hunting.
Ceremony hall. These portraits are pretty. So there you'll see one of the students that needs rescue
Dragon! Got it! Watch out!
somewhere nearby. These guys, yeah, that's where should we? Ah, there you go.
So scared! Go hide somewhere safe.
Do you have to use the right analog stick? No, actually, I think you can use the D-pad. If you hold down the R and L will quick switch between the sub-weapons. And then if you hold down the button, you should be able to use the D-pad to change them. I use a 6-button controller, nice. Yeah, use like a classic Saturn style pad. Should be doable. You might have to switch things a little bit. That should be okay, I would think. You might not be able to use like the LR, because say L2 and R2 will switch between characters, and L1 and R1 will switch between your sub weapons. But you know, you can get by on just one of those each mapped. As you hold it down, you'll get the select wheel. Yeah, good choice with the 6-button pad. I've got a couple of those at the ready for retro games and retro style games. I have been known to play games like this on an arcade stick. That should be doable. It's definitely a button for one of those. I'm using the D-pad right now. I'm not even going to touch the analog stick. Showing off a little Shinobi. She's very useful in these enemies when they're on the platforms further away. They can't get at her. As long as you remember to reload. That's a little dangerous. Alright. I don't think I can jump over there yet. Might need something, one of those other sub-weapons. Whew, that's nasty. Put up little barriers that will stop a lot of those bullets. Whew. Nice. Love to see enemies get destroyed by those traps. He's yellow, that means he's stronger. Those guys are see that the game is already getting quite a bit harder, even on this after defeating that first boss. Oh. That was gonna be rough. Let me get some health from mine though. The 8-bit though, kind of Saturn style control, that's a great one. I think I've got... No, I don't think I have that one specifically. No, I've one. Dragon Mark for Death. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Modern games. This stage is a bit more expansive than the last one, I feel. That I don't. That's gonna have to be for later, I guess. Let's see what's in here. Gotta be very careful with Maya here. Oh boy, this guy again. rough.
You're out. Leave it to me.
Yeah, Maya is just so fragile. She is super strong, but I just don't want to, one wrong hit and lose her. That's so hard to hit with. That's already missed with that part. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Everything is gorgeous below. Very happy to hear that. Yeah, I always admire the pixel art our team managed to put out. This is shooting out of hand. It's just, you know, a little bit easier to do with mine. I'm not good. Oh, just barely. Gosh, I have to go rescue her. So now you're gonna see. That's rough. When Shinobu has that little health, I gotta go back and get Maya. This looks amazing. Thank you. Will there be a physical release on Switch? Yes, there will be. Actually, our partners at EQ are putting out a physical release. It'll be a little bit later than the digital one, unfortunately, but it will be coming out hopefully this spring. Is what they had for that standard. This is awful. Oh boy.
You can still fight.
Ah. I have to do something about this, huh? Can't choose it. Ah.
Go on.
Challenge failed. But yeah, I'm playing on veteran, so you have a limited number of lives, but if you can earn some more, depending on your score and performance. That's just gonna happen sometimes. Yeah, if you don't like that, you can always play on casual. A nice feature of the casual mode is there's no gameplay detriments. You know, you get access to everything you would on the harder difficulties. So no reason not to if you're not looking for the challenge. I feel like I always go for the hardest difficulties at the first and then kind of regret it later when things get real tough, but you can always change it later as well, which is nice. What does the pride do? So the pride is kind of the score mechanic. You can see that meter in the top right. When it fills up, you get an extra life, so you fill that with pride items. Let's see if I can go a different route than have to deal with that messy hallway. These guys are... Oh. Whew. Got another rescuee.
Thank you. Go hide somewhere safe.
So you can see the pride, the gauge in the top right fills up. Can this be two-player? Yes, indeed. It is a two-player. It's local co-op, but if you're playing it on Steam, you can always use the remote play together feature available there to play online, which is a very nice feature of Steam. But underrated. I have to go through here, huh? All right. Well, this time let's throw away my pride and maybe run past the chandelier guy. It's just so much to deal with. Take some pot shots though. Oh, it's too close. It's tough.
I'll be right there, Maya.
Steam Remote Play work with the demo version as well? That's a good question. I don't actually know.
You'll no escape.
It might. I never thought about that. Does it normally work with demos? If it normally works with demos, I don't see why it wouldn't with ours. I don't think we would have gone out of our way to disable it.
Get in there. Get in there.
Let's take this.
Get in there.
Careful.
Not enough. Anti-venom machine gun.
That's it. This is so much harder with Shinobu. At least I can take care of the attack from like long range. Still, they don't pull any punches. It's still there. Oh, I'm just getting bodied. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, I can't believe it. Ah. So close. Alright,
Time
this
for
time.
some demon hunting. Tag in. Aye, aye. Take this. Ching. Okay. Yeah. This. Your turn. Got it.
Makes me so sad if I can't even beat the demo. Maybe I should start on casual. Oh no!
No escape.
There's a trapdoor.
This. Aye, aye, sir.
Can't go that way. Alright. Gotta go back up. Is it like... Oh, spiders. Oh, this hell. Shit.
What's the spot?
That hallway is just mean.
Shinobu, okay.
I'm determined. I'm just gonna... I have an idea what to do this time. I'll be okay.
Leave it to me.
There's the new checkpoint. Yeah. They did work like that, didn't they? Okay. This. That's what that is for. Can't do that. Oh, the chandelier's still alive. Though. Should be much easier. Right? Aha, you're stuck. Yes. There we go. Oh, redeemed. Hopefully.
What's the spot?
Those paintings are just mean. Oh. Woo. Points. Love it. Putting that Cerberus at the end of the hallway is just, that's just mean. Oh no. I didn't see that. Oh yeah, the way that the castle turns back into school with the big purge attack. Yeah, it's good. What's down this way? I don't remember to use the barrier. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Oh, he moves. Yeah, building up paper cuts. Paper cut master. Another little dudes that probably be rough for Shinobu. Oh, another student nearby. Maybe she's down here. I don't know. Where is she?
It's the spot.
Oh. I love this boss. So cool. Ooh.
Leave it to me. Your turn. Leave it to me. Shinobu, my turn. Get in there. Dragon, leave it to me.
Ah, I love this boss. So cool.
You're up. My turn. Get in there. It's going. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's just fun.
Red. Dragon, leave it to me. Change. My turn. Your turn. Leave it to me.
Love it. Oh, it's so cool. Anyone wonder where Aoi is? That's a good, very good question. She was right there the whole time. There you go. She got turned into a demon. That's rough. Anti-demon grenades. Love it. And there's the paper crane. Okay. Classic origami. new weapons, yeah, and get the grenades here. Super useful. You can throw them up in an arc like that, or you can roll along the ground. Just very, very good. And then the paper cranes are nice too. Mostly just for like traversal. You can throw them on the ground there. But it'll like hover in the air in certain places too. You hold down right there. So from here you can, it's a little trick with the demo. You can move along, but you want to use those weapons as much as you can. If you go back, you can go back at least. Explore a little bit more, but I think we're about out of time for the demo today, so I hope you enjoyed that playthrough of our Next Fest demo, and if you want to give it a try yourself, it'll be up there until the 13th, up on Steam. Anybody who's got a PC available, you can play that. If you don't, it's only going to be a couple weeks until the game comes out. And so there's a couple more things I wanted to talk about that you might not see in just that short gameplay look at the demo. So yeah, like I mentioned before, the difficulty settings, the styles, gameplay styles as they're called. Now that is a feature we like to have. Make sure that anybody who wants to play the game, depending on what kind of challenge you want, what kind of skill level you're at, that you can play through just the same. So on the casual difficulty setting, you'll have unlimited lives. You won't get knocked back by enemy attacks, so no one's going to knock you into pit and one hit kill you basically. But on veteran, it'll be a bit more like retro games back in the day, where you have the knockback. You have smaller health bars and things like that. But a feature that we're very proud of is the legend difficulty, which you'll probably have to unlock by playing through the game. But once you're on that one, enemies will respawn off screen just like they did back in the old days due to memory concerns. It's pretty brutal. There will be more enemies and they're going to be coming back at you pretty consistently. And then I mentioned it a couple times, but we have the story mode, and they have beautifully illustrated cutscenes, as you saw there at the beginning. They're fully illustrated, and one of the features we have is the English dub, but the English dub is the refined, as it were, refined to just the gameplay segments of the game. So if you play through the story, there won't be English voice acting there. It'll be a bit more of a more simple experience. But if you want to play in the full Japanese, all the cutscenes are voice acted in Japanese. Just switch to the pure setting in the options. And so with that, I just want to wrap things up. So the game will come out on February 23rd, and that's just over 2 weeks. So look forward to that. It'll be $24.99 on release on the digital version. Of course, that's the version that'll be available on Steam. So wishlist it today. If anybody else has any quick questions, I can answer those now. But if you're interested in any of the other versions of the game will be on Switch, Xbox Series SX, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. All that'll be on day one digital, and then physical versions will be on Switch and PlayStation 4 and 5. This spring we'll hope to have some solid dates for those very soon. And then a special collector's edition will be available probably in the summer, I believe. And again, we'll have those dates within the next couple of weeks, I believe. So keep an eye on the P-Cube's Twitter for that. They'll be handling that release. And also, if you are new to Into Creates Games, we actually have, in celebration of the Steam Next Fest, we have a nice sale going on our games, including the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon games, which you might be, might see a little bit of those in this kind of a bit of a spiritual, successor to those. If you wanted to try out kind of where Grim Guardians is coming from, but you've also got the Galgun games, which share a few characters, as you might see. Also on a lot of those 50% off Galgun 2 double piece, which stars the Kamizono sisters. So, and the Azure Striker Gunvolt series, which are kind of our mainstay series. All of that's on sale on Steam this week. So if you have anything you want to pick up there, please feel free to look through that. Any unlockables? So yeah, I believe the hard mode is unlockable, so there'll be all sorts of little secrets. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's plenty to find. It'll be very exciting. I'm very excited to see how people play through it on release day. Any more English streams planned for the future? So we're actually going to do another stream for Next Fest this Friday. Friday here. So Thursday. So please look forward to that. Probably be doing about the same thing, playing through the demo. If anybody missed it, but it might be a little different. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, about Secret Boss. Yeah, I wonder. Shouldn't be. If you're big fans, then maybe you can use your imagination. But yeah, DLC characters, that would be great. Well, we're definitely considering options. We'll, see how things go on release. We're not usually making the DLC in advance, kind of see how things go and plan from there. So the full version, yeah, unfortunately it'll just be local play, but on Steam, please use the Remote Play Together to play that online together. But yeah, I think that just about does it for us here at Inti Creates headquarters. But I hope everyone is looking forward to the release of Grim Guardians. I think a lot of people are getting excited. There's a pretty extensive demo, a full 2 stages of the game there. And of course, there's plenty to look forward past where the demo leaves off. But I hope you can get a chance to play it and put it on your wish list if you can. And then, on Switch, we'll actually have pre-orders up this Thursday. So please look forward to that. All right, well, this has been Andrew Singleton from Inti Creates headquarters, and we hope you have a good Next Fest. Check out some more demos, not just us, and have fun out there. I'll be seeing you later. Tune back in 3 days. We'll have another stream. So hope you have a good time. All right, well, you have a good night wherever you are, or maybe good evening, good morning. But take it easy.